some of the capital that would be out there for the Joplin Redevelopment Corporation for the land assemblage, and that's what we're basically waiting on, is that capital so that we can move forward from a land assemblage. The EDA disaster funding, as I mentioned at our last council update, we've been working on that. We've got an application that is officially in with EDA for $20 million. We've gone back and forth with them on a weekly basis, getting feedback from them as it relates to the application. And what we're working with is initially drafts of the documents, drafts of the responses for the EDA funding. And EDA has been very helpful to us as it relates to the responses, so that as it formally is submitted, that we basically move forward, and hopefully we've answered all of their questions along that process. The Missouri Development Finance Board, some of you sitting in this room were with us when we went to Jefferson City to meet with the Missouri Development Finance Board, the board themselves, the executive director, and we continue to work with them as it relates to a $22 million senior secured credit facility that would ultimately be the backstop for the Joplin Redevelopment Corporation. If you'll recall, we had talked about $8 million of community development block grant money and $22 million of senior debt from Missouri Development Finance Board backed bonds. And we've got a commitment as it relates to the funding of those $22 million in bonds as well. We've made considerable progress in that, and those conversations continue to progress. The TIF, Super TIF legislation, obviously any newspaper, any TV station, any radio station, all you have to do is just be living here in Joplin, and you know that that is a discussion du jour. What our proposal is that we're recommending moving forward in connection with this TIF plan. We spent a great deal of time working on that with the senior leadership within the city staff, with many people sitting around this table, with the TIF commissioners as well. And as you're well aware, we've had ongoing conversations with the school district to make sure that we have a firm understanding of the goals and objectives, the needs the school district has, and the school district has a firm understanding of the needs, the goals, the objectives of this community. And the TIF plan itself basically provides for $57 million roughly in upfront capital that would be provided for these projects. A big chunk of that is out of a local TIF, yet there's also a large amount, roughly $16 million, that would be relative to a super TIF. And we'll talk about the legislative agenda and the super TIF legislation in a moment.